if Will Smith can do it, I can do it. And then we fell out of the airplane. Hi guys, welcome to SD Traveler. Today I'm going to finally be doing a video that I've been promising you guys for months and I've just been putting off because I don't really know how to explain it and it's been kind of weird trying to figure it out, and I've probably done this video recording like 6 times already. So I'm finally just going to say what I want to say and get it out and get it done so that I can finally deliver on what I promised. A lot of the things I'm going to talk about are from my experience and what I think and what I thought, and I just wanted to share the process with you guys and put it out there. So that's what I'm going to do. So in October of 2018, I went to New Zealand for my 22nd birthday. It was a gift to myself. I had never been to New Zealand before. I really wanted to go there and experience everything, and one of the things I managed to actually convince myself to do was to skydive. It's been on my bucket list for forever. It was one of those things that I'd heard about, and a lot of people that I know have told me that it was an amazing experience. Some of the people I went to high school with have been doing it recently. So I was like, you know, we should definitely do this, and we're going to another country, so why not? So to do skydiving in New Zealand, you kind of need to pick which island you're going to do it on, the South Island or the North Island. I decided to do it on the South Island because it has more scenery and it's got more mountains, and I thought it would be a more magical experience. So they have 2 different areas where you can skydive out of. They have Wanaka and then they have Queenstown. Wanaka is more of a not as intense experience. Queenstown is more about like getting you all fired up and being super in your face and just like pushing you to do everything to the extreme. So I decided to go with Wanaka because it's my first time skydiving and I didn't want to hate it for the rest of my life and dread the experience that I had done. And as it turns out, Wanaka was one of my favorite places to actually be in New Zealand. It's a really, really beautiful little place. It's right on the water. It's got the famous Wanaka tree. They have a lot of trails that are nearby. The restaurants are really cool. The coffee there is delicious. The atmosphere is just what I would like to have. Like it's really friendly. The environment is really well kept, and I personally love all the mountains and the streams and the views, so it was definitely a favorite. For the process of doing skydiving, you basically have to go through a booking agent to do it. So I went to this place called like Cordova, and I walked in and I talked to these 2 ladies. Both of them had skydived before at 15,000 feet, and both of them loved the experience. So when you're over there, they ask you how high do you want to go up. They have a 9,000, a 12,000, and a 15,000, and of course it has different price ranges depending on what you choose. And you pay a deposit fee of $50 in New Zealand currency, which at the time it was like 30 or 25 in US currency, which really, quite honestly, isn't bad just to pay a deposit. So I had talked to these ladies and they were saying that since it was my birthday and it was a way for me to celebrate and it was something I'd always wanted to do, I might as well go big or go home. So with a little bit of talking, going back and forth, they convinced me to do the full 15,000 feet, which meant that you get 60 seconds of pure adrenaline when you fall out of the airplane. To a lot of people, that could either be really good or really bad, so it depends on how you feel about heights and falling out of planes. Honestly, like, I was cool with it, as you can tell. So I signed for this, and you know, you sign a waiver or whatever, and they talk you through the process, and they like ask you if you want to be picked up or if you want to drive yourself there. I decided to be picked up because I was living in a camper van and I didn't want to like have to detach everything and drive over there and all this fun nonsense that I just wasn't a fan of. Plus, walking into town was like 5 minutes, so I didn't mind walking around and just kind of showing up where they needed me to be. So they tell you that they want you to show up at this place called Eyesight, which is basically like a little center that they have where all of their events, like you can get picked up or you can go check it out, all their pamphlets and talk to people. It's also another place you can look to do the touristy things. So I had like a day or two to kind of really think about my decision, but also not really think about it at the same time. I didn't want to be someone who backed out at the last possible minute and asked for a refund. So when the time came for me to like actually jump out of the airplane, which was at 11 a.m., I showed up at the eyesight place at like 10, and they were late picking me up, which I thought was kind of weird. So I like actually went in and I asked them about it, and they said that they were probably really busy, so that's why they were running late. And the guy shows up at like 11:15, and I was like, oh no, like I really hope I don't get bad news. It was a really beautiful day that day, so I was a little worried, but at the same time I was like, eh, because in New Zealand you never know. The weather changes like with the snap of a finger. It's because, you know, you're on an island in the middle of the ocean. It's not like you're connected to all of these other countries and stuff. So the weather changes pretty rapidly, so you never know what's going to happen. So with that in mind, the van pulled up, and I was like, okay, cool, we're going to do this. I get in the van, and I'm the only one that got in the van for that time, and I was like, oh, okay, like, maybe everyone else dropped out or something. And I was really nervous then, and I was like, oh god, like I was sweating, and I was like, oh, okay. But I was still excited, and the driver was like, so, sorry we're late, like we're really, really, really busy, we're gonna try and get you over there and get you out of this plane as fast as possible, because we know that, we're running late and behind and all this stuff. And I was like, really? Like, you're busy? Like, it doesn't seem like it. And it was like a 10-minute drive to get where we were going. So we get there, and we pull up, and I get out of the van, and I see, like, what he means. Like, there is so many Chinese people, like, everywhere. They're running around like crazy. And I didn't realize at the time when I went to New Zealand that it was the Chinese New Year. So, like, I was really caught off guard by that. I think I was the only American that I could see at the time that was actually gonna jump out of this airplane. And which is cool, like it's totally cool that I was the only one, but like it was a little weird for me, I guess, and I tried to ignore it. So basically, when you get out of the van, you walk into this building and you have to sign a paper basically saying if you jump out of this airplane and an accident happens, you get injured or killed, your family from out of the country can't sue for any reason, because anything can happen, and you are basically doing something that's super dangerous. So if you sign it, that's your own damn fault if you get killed. And yeah, so I signed that paper. I signed my life away. I basically was saying, like, yeah, like, I'm cool, like, the 1 in 10,000 chance that I'm gonna actually die, like, if it happens, it happens, like, everyone knows, like, that I need to know that I'm here, that I'm doing this, that I'm jumping out of this plane, so it's not a big deal. And then you take the paper, you walk up, and you hand it to this lady. She looks at it. She asks you what kind of package you want, which it means, like, do you just want to jump out of the plane, or do you want to jump out of the plane with a GoPro and get the video and photos? Or do you want to go the extreme and, like, have the videographer with, like, a Canon, like, awesome camera on his helmet, and, like, the whole 9 yards. Me, I was extra, and decided to do the GoPro videos and everything else, and I was like, okay, we'll do that because I would like to have it for the rest of my life. You'll never get that experience again. Ahead and did all this, I paid for it. You have to watch a video doing all the safety procedures, like make sure you put your head back on his shoulder, make sure you have your knees bent, and don't put them out straight, make sure that you listen to your instructor, like he's gonna tap you and all this fun stuff. Then after you watch the video, you kind of like walk back out, like put your name in the system, and then you wait your turn, basically. You kind of like get to sit around, have some food, have some drinks, and if you feel sick, there's a bathroom, so you can go to the bathroom. And they have like an outdoor patio where you can watch all the people that have jumped out of the plane like slowly make their way down. which was kind of interesting. But there was no one for me to talk to because everyone else was speaking Chinese. So it was like, okay, like I'm literally here like all alone, which is fine. I'm used to that, and I'm just kind of like reining my emotions in because I didn't want to get crazy. Had some coffee and just kind of chilled. When your name gets called, you run up to these doors, you slide, like they slide out, you walk out, you put all your like loose belongings, like keys, cell phones. Like I took all my jewelry off because I didn't know what it was gonna be like. I didn't want to lose anything. And you put this jumpsuit on, it's an orange jumpsuit, and then you get assigned to an instructor. And when I did it, they came up and they were like, look, the weather's looking really bad. You might only get to 9,000 feet, if that. So, are you okay with doing it anyway? Or do you want to do a different day? And I was like, wait, like, why are you telling me this now? Like, I just put the suit on. Like, what's going on? And they were like, well, you gotta tell us. You gotta tell us now. Because if you get in the plane and you do it, then, you know, we can't do anything. We'll give you the refund for however high you go since you paid for the 15,000. I say, fuck it. We're gonna do it. So I get to the instructor. I did the video package. So, like, we walked to the side. He goes, 3, 2, 1, go. Asked me all these questions. Like, how are you feeling? Have you ever jumped out of an airplane before? Are you excited? Any last words? And so then you do all that, and then like you walk off, like you're going to the plane, straight to it. Initially getting in the plane, like seeing it there ready to go isn't scary. It's when you get in the plane and everyone's lined up, like there's 2 rows. And the people up front are the people that are going for like the 9,000 feet or 12,000 feet. The people in the back are the people going for the 15,000 feet. So we were like somewhere in the middle. So I guess a lot of people were going for the full 15,000. We're waiting our turn, and the plane's going up like very slowly. The pilot's doing circles, like the clouds are pretty bad. And we get to like 9,000, 10,000, and like my instructor is tapping me on the shoulder every couple of minutes, and he's like, we're at this much feet, now we're here, now we're there, and it's like, okay, cool. And you just see the door open and the first 3 guys go. Like, it's so crazy to see it all happening, and then you move forward, and watching them I was like, oh, this is real. I'm literally gonna just jump out of this airplane. Cool. So, you get up to the door and you're waiting your turn. My partner is tapping me on the shoulder and he's like, okay, so the pilot just said that he found a hole in the clouds, but we only have so much time. So, we're going up and we're doing this. Like, we're going the full 15,000. There is no turning back. Are you ready? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. And he's like, okay, cool, because we were the first ones up for the 15,000. I was like, oh, God. And, like, I really thought that somewhere inside me, like, especially in the pit of my stomach, that I was going to be sick. Like, I really did think that when we got up there, that I was going to be a little chicken and be like, what am I doing? Like, I just signed my life away. I'm going to fucking die. Like, that was my thought. I could be more wrong, if I'm honest. Woo. We get up there, doing our thing, and we go to the door, and we're like sitting there, and he's like, okay, are you ready? And I was like, yeah, let's do this. No fear, like none at all. Complete and total bliss, like nothing wrong. I didn't feel anything in me except like this numbing sensation, I guess is a way to put it. I feel this numbing sensation, and I think everything in me just kind of disappeared for a minute. And I was like looking down. Everything was beautiful. Everything was so small, and I thought to myself, if Will Smith can do it, I can do it. And then we fell out of the airplane. It was beautiful, it was amazing, it was surreal, otherworldly, just fully amazing. Like, there is no other way to describe it. I will never be that person that regrets ever jumping out of that airplane because it was awesome and I am so proud of myself for doing it. I didn't know if it was ever gonna happen because I've been talking about it for like 3 years that I'd been wanting to jump out of an airplane. And I think it was just the fact that I'd never really been to another country by myself before. I just turned 22. And I still do think like your 20s go by so fast. So do everything you want to do while you can. Do everything while you're young. Not saying that older people shouldn't do things too, but I think that if you're in really good health, really good shape, and you have the money, you should do what you want to do and don't look back. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for being there. Thank you for listening to this. I just wanted to share my experience, actually talk about it instead of just posting a video and going, hey, this, and done. Nothing will ever change my decision to do what I want. Many people have tried. I don't let other people's experiences or stories change my mind. I do what I want to do because I want to do it, and that's all there is to it. And that's how I think people should live life. But that's just my personal opinion. So thank you again. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. And just please subscribe, like, comment, share. There's plenty of platforms that I'm on. I do have a blog where I sell my artwork on. So if you guys purchase any pieces, that does help support my travels. That goes to like everything I do. I'm going to Iceland for my next birthday, so I'm super excited. If you guys want to help out or like follow along, like subscribe to this channel because I'll be posting videos from there. And then make sure to go to my blog, which is www.sdtraveler.org. And there's an art piece place that I sell all my art, and you guys can purchase pieces there. Every purchase goes towards my funds, and I'm super excited. Thank you guys for watching.